It's the end of the game and I'm down 28 points with ERS left on my rack. My opponent in this game has one tile left on their rack. After tracking the tiles that have been played plus what's on my rack, I know that my opponent has a V. If I go out first, I get double my opponent's remaining tile value. So since a V is worth 4 points, I'll get 8 points when I go out. That means I just need to score 21 points to win this game. Now at first glance, the first outplay I notice is hooking hip with Sir. But that's only worth 14 points, and I need at least 21. Let's see if there's another spot to play out for more points. Playing Seer is even fewer points, so that won't work. But look here. I can play Reigns through IN to form Re, Emu, and Jetons for 25 points, which will give me the win. But there's an even better play. Recall that my opponent has a V, and if we check the board, we can see that there's no place to play it. This means I don't have to go out in one turn. I can actually take 2 or 3 turns to play my tiles, and maybe get more points that way. Sure enough, if I just play the S for 16 points, and then Re for another 12 points, after my opponent passes, that totals 28 points versus 25 by playing RES in one turn. Even better, if I play RE first for 11 points, and then the S for 18 points, I get 29 points total. Now in a casual game, maximizing my point spread over my opponent doesn't really matter. But if this was in a tournament, those extra 4 points could make the difference between, for example, coming in second versus third place, since if 2 players have the same number of wins and losses, which happens quite often in tournaments, then the player with the higher total point spread will earn a higher place at the end of the tournament. Before I finish, I want to show you one really bad play I could make, which I think underscores the importance of knowing what your opponent's final rack is. If we look up at the top of the board, I can play the S and E to form un-C for 14 points, leaving the R in my rack for the final play. The problem is, this actually gives my opponent an outplay for their V to form Vo, so I would be the one with the tile left on my rack at the end of the game, and of course I would lose the game. If you found this video interesting, please give it a like, and you can subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.